Okay, hop into the first game. I just cycle EQ. Yeah, so I'm using E-Giant on top ladder right now, and it's just collection of pushing video. So yeah, just go Skeleton King and then Tombstone for that bar burn. So I go E-Giant at the front because I have a ton of stuff going on right now. I like the Skeleton King pushing everything, and yeah, and then the Inferno Dragon just gets so much value in this matchup. Took down everything, and it's GG. Okay. I'm not sure what he could have done there, but yeah. So we're back again and facing another splash shot. And there's a lot of graveyard in this meta because how OP is. Graveyard gets guaranteed damage every time, so everyone's using it. Yeah, like one mistake, Graveyard just takes down like half your tower, and it's just insane. I go Electro Giant. I know, just because I feel like it, and we get a ton of damage. Yeah, I don't know why I went Electro Giant. Maybe just because it's splash out and like I just want to starting hand him since he can't cycle back to another Tombstone when I Earthquake. So I think I just set up with a Tombstone here. Okay, goes in, but and then I just Skeleton King on the whole thing, and then I tried to pull it, just for fun, and I failed. But I don't know how to pull that thing. So okay, I think I go in with my ability. Yeah, I do go in with my ability because he wastes the barbell, and that was a terrible place. Ice Wizard, and my skeleton's gonna take down his whole tower, and yeah, that's a GG, pretty much. And yeah, the rest is just some boring defense. It's barbell, and then the Valk and then Earthquake to graveyard and stuff. Yeah, and then it's pretty boring. Yeah. And then yeah, I just got Tombstone as well for the graveyard, and yeah, the GG. So this matchup was against 3M. This matchup could be really hard if because you can't really kill E-Bubs, since you don't have a lightning or something like that. So and they can just heal the E-Bubs up with Heal Spirit, and it's so annoying. So yeah, this is definitely not an easy matchup, but I'm just gonna go Skeleton King here since I got like some skeleton popping out. Okay, so I just want to pause here. So this is a defensive E-Giant right here. So this was a defensive E-Giant for that the 2 Musk. Like you want to do this just to defend your tower, or else the 3M definitely gonna like take down your tower because you have no good way dealing with it. So yeah, make sure to place defensive E-Giant like that, and then also take down your opponent's tower at the same time. So I don't think this guy expect that I was using Electro Giant, and I tried to NATO everything, but okay, I just miss my NATO all the time, so I'm really bad. So this guy plays a pump, like I don't know what was that pump for. So yeah, this is pretty much GG. Just more boring defense, and then yeah, basically none of us are trying again. I just spam Tombstone here and pull all the mouse in one lane, and then just place a freaking Electro Giant on them, and it was GG. So yeah, some of the match are really quick for some reason. And this was against another graveyard deck. Okay, there's just so much graveyard in this meta that I feel like graveyard definitely deserve a nerf in the future. So just going with my Electro Giant here, I think. Yeah, since that I was going with my Electro Giant like when I have Skeleton King supporting, but that was unfortunate. I should have like EQ the Tombstone first. So I'm kind of down Elixir, so I don't want to activate King Tower here. Bowler still gets a hit, so I just go Inferno Dragon. And I go in with my Tombstone. Okay, this is definitely like kind of hard matchup, not gonna lie. And yeah, I don't know what to do here. I just Electro Giant on all of those. And yeah, as you can see, Zappies are so good against Electro Giant. And you can't really do much against it. So I EQ here, getting some damage. And I pop off my ability, got so much damage. And yeah, I don't know. Skeleton King, I feel kind of needs a nerf as well. Maybe make it make the spawn pattern more straight. Basically, it's like too gravy. So there's a lot of decks around Skeleton King and Graveyard because the Graveyard just spawns skeletons and the Skeleton King absorbs those skeletons. So like there's basically 2 graveyards on your tower. And it's like no way to defend it. It's so funny. So I go in my NATO and he just freeze. Yeah, as you can see why this matchup is almost impossible. So you're going with another tombstone and then I'm going with my king. And then I just go in my Inferno Dragon and I go into more tombstones. I go into my Electro Giant just to take down all those Zappies. I don't really have a good way. And I think here he played a bit aggressive. And yeah, I always tornado the Zappies. And I'm going into another Electro Giant because kind of have to deal with those stuff. I just prediction is great there for the tombstone. And because I have like a champion down, I think I cycled to so many earthquakes and got a hit of damage. So yeah. And then I also faced that one whole Greta deck and I just missed my NATO. So yeah, and that was GG. And this matchup was against another Splash Out. I'm facing so many Splash Out. Usually I just wreck them in single because we don't have a huge we don't have a good DPS for my E-Giant and I can just EQ the Tombstone. Yeah, it's so really easy. So I just go in with my EQ here. And I go in with my ability. And the Inferno Dragon is putting some work. And I just go in with my Electro Giant oppositely because he was really low on Excel. He goes in NATO, but he still takes some ton of damage. Yeah. He goes on a Tombstone. I just going with my Skeleton King. And then I also going in my Inferno Dragon here. And then okay, I just play defensive and then going with another Tombstone because he might go in very soon. Going with my Electro Giant just to soak up damage. And then he do a really bad tornado. That's funny. And going with my king again. Wow, Electro Giant still got some damage. So going with my Electro Giant and then just put a late EQ. Yeah, and it's pretty much GG. And putting Tombstone at the back like those, that is really good as well. So he tried to go for tower trade, but no way he can like tower trade with me. So the Valkyrie unlucky got some damage because I placed my Barbara too late, but whatever. And this match was against Shulu. He was playing 2.6. He's one of the best 2.6 players. Actually, he was playing 2.6 with Earthquake. A lot of people running Earthquake right now just because Graveyard, and also there's a lot of cannons, also a lot of the Tombstones. That's why everyone's running Earthquake. So he does a really nice King Tower activation there, so gotta give him that. And I go with my NATO, of course. Yeah, I missed my NATO the last time I played against Holgrada, so yeah. That's how I lost. And then I go in with my Ether. I saw he would, skeletons maybe. I go Barbell on the Musk, and then luckily the Barbell finished the Musk off, or else I'm probably gonna take so much damage. And I go in with my King. Just cycling stuff. And I go in with my Tombstone. And unfortunately still get a hit. I don't want to waste my NATO because I feel like NATO is more important for the next hog rather incoming. Going to my ability here, then go NATO on the mask, and yeah, just it's hard to break through when you have King Tower activated. So I go into my cannon, or tombstone here, and just eat. Oh my god, that was clutch E-Spirit, so go E-Giant back. And then his mask got so much damage. And then going with my king to absorb the fire spirit. And now going with another Electro Giant because his cannon is out of cycle, kind of. And I'll try to predict his cannon here. And yeah, our Electro Giant got to the tower. So yeah, that's how I got to top 600 almost, top 700, and yeah, pretty good matches. In the make sure to use Electro Giant. I made this deck. Like I didn't make it, but oh yeah. So this match was against Mega Knight. This is a really easy matchup. Not really easy because it's my matchup. In a single and also it's in my matchup in single and also double Elixir, but his matchup in triple just because you can cycle 2 Mega Knights and it will be hard to defend since my E-Giant just gets shredded by his queen in triple Elixir, so yeah, let's see how it goes here. So I go in Inferno Dragon since he doesn't have his queen cycle, and then yeah, I just go E-Giant here. He can't lightning since if you're lightning, you have no Elixir to defend the E-Giant. And look at this Inferno Dragon, he took down like the whole Mega Knight basically, and he failed his snowball here, and yeah. So I go in with my Electro Giant, and I just E-Giant at the bridge, defensive E-Giant here. So to kill the queen, I go in with my skeleton army, and I just scrape the bandit. So in this matchup, you have to get damage in single. So or else like you're just gonna lose at triple. Unfortunately, I missed my E-Giant by like a second, and okay, at least the Archer Queen is not dead. Okay, the Archer Queen is not dead. That's dangerous. But I just got another E-Giant kite here, and yeah. And unfortunately, the Grandmother got a hit. I just go Barbaro, and then very good Barbaro. He pulls back the Mega Knight. And then I just go Inferno Dragon for the Ram Rider, and then go Electro Giant here. And I just go King for the Ghost and stuff. So I just got another Electro Giant. And I just try to defend here. As you can see, I'm not getting damage in double and triple just because the stack is really solid since Ramada is completely stops like a Electro Giant. So yeah. And this matchup was against Prince Bait. I'm not sure what to do since this is not my main deck. I just play this deck, to be honest. I just go like Skeleton King here. And I go with my needle. And this guy took like some damage because he doesn't have he wasted his prince for some reason. And I just go use Tombstone. And then yeah, just barrel the goblin barrel and pretty common stuff. And okay, so I just go king, distract the princess, and I go barrel. I go in with my Inferno Dragon and Tornado everything. And I got my Earthquake cycle here, and nothing too special. I go into my Electro Giant. I go use more Earthquake cycle. Like I find it hard to break through actually in this matchup. Just because he's got a Prince and Rascal, so it's kinda hard. And I'll go into my Electro Giant again. Wasted his Prince. I go into my Earthquake for tower damage, and yeah, I'm just playing defense because he can't really break through, and Prince Bay can't really rocket cycle as well. I'm going to my huge push right here. Skeleton King and E-Giant push, and he defended, but still took some damage. So I just go into more EQ cycle here probably, yeah. And it's pretty much GG. And I just have to defend this one last push. So I defend with my Electro Giant, and also EQ everything, because I don't want to take any risk, so yeah. And this game was against this giant graveyard player. Yeah, like I said, there's so many graveyards right now. There's no words to describe how many graveyards there is right now. It's like basically half of my games. So I go in with my Inferno Dragon for the giant, Skeleton King, and I go in with my ability to distract the Mega, and I barely had enough Elixir to stuff an Electro Giant in front. And this is all unfortunate. I placed the Tombstone for the Giant and had no Elixir for the Tornado, or else I just took down the tower right there. Yeah, I probably should have just nailed the what's it called, the Fisherman, because my Inferno Dragon probably will take down the Giant before the Giant take down my tower. So where's my EQ cycle here? And then he was so long, so I just go in with my Electro Giant, activate my ability, so Fisherman gets distracted, also one E-Spirit to distract it again, and yeah, that's pretty much GG. And yeah, nothing really to watch from now on, and yeah, just try to defend. And so this guy was running another graveyard deck. Yeah, there's so many graveyard now right now. It definitely needs a nerf. So yeah, just go my Inferno Dragon. And then for the cannon card, it seems like he spent his Inferno Dragon. I knew like this is just so good of E-Giant, like he would just take down Inferno Dragon and also cannon card. Like just everything, so yeah, Inferno Dragon is so useless against E-Giant. So that's why you always want to E-Giant against the Inferno Dragon. And I think this guy just not happy that I'm using E-Giant. But okay, I go King opposite because I guess his good counters to the King are gone. So I go Electro Giant just because I don't know. It was kind of good just go Electro Giant in front of the King. Yeah, just some simple defense, nothing to talk about here. And this guy just not happy. To be honest, if I just go Electro Giant at the bridge, he can't really defend it. Since, you know, Inferno Dragon just get NATO'd and probably only good defense was the Cannon Cop. But, yeah. So, the next match was a really intense one against Mortar. I'm going to use my E-Spirit here, and then going to use my Inferno for the Mortar. Fortunately, got a hit. I'm going to use my Electro Giant at the bridge since this Mortar is out cycle. And unfortunately, like, I know the Barbarian didn't distract the Hunter that well, but I got NATO here. And I got my Tombstone. So he goes another Mortar. Probably didn't know I have EQ, so let's go and use my EQ. Okay, and this was my mistake. My Tombstone just died so quickly, and then yeah, and then the skeleton barrel didn't spawn like the skeletons. And then yeah, that's just pretty bad. I got Electro Giant in the back because I'm up by some elixir. But look at this. This is why this match was so hard. My E-Giant just get killed. No, it didn't even cross the bridge and it just got killed. And yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. But I just going with my Tombstone here. Actually, I'm just like play really passive and try to defend this game. Since I think I got a stronger spell cycle game than him. Since I can pretty much defend his push. So let's go with my more Electro Giant here. Yeah, I can't really break through, but he can't really break through me as well. Luckily, he didn't have a miner, or else it's probably gonna be a loss. So I go in with my Tombstone. Really good Tombstone. Going with my King here. Going EQ and Barbell. Going with my Tombstone again. Going with EQ again. And going with my Electro Giant. And then of course Inferno as well. Just going another more Tombstones and Skeleton King for the Dark Goblin, and yeah, just trying to hold on to my line of defense right here. And just of course got my Tombstone again. This is got another Electro Giant, just trying to hold on. Oh my god, it's getting intense. So, yeah, and then we just win from spells damage, and yeah. Okay, so this matchup was against I think this guy copied me. This guy copied me. Copied my deck. Because he only switched his what's it called? He only switched Skeleton King into the Dark Prince, and then switched the Inferno Dragon with his Archwing. So he definitely copied me. So, and also he also have E-Spirit, and he used the log instead of my Barbaro. So yeah, just a copycat. So going with my Electro Giant, copying his play since he just did Electro Giant. So I'm just basically trying to tower trade him. It's alright. Okay. So just going with my Tombstone as well, and yeah, when you take down tower, that's a good thing. And I'm just going with my King here. And I'm going with my Electro Giant at the bridge, since he just wasted, I mean not wasted, but he just spent elixir, and he can't really defend the Electro Giant as well. So I'm just going with my Barbaro. And I'm going with my King ability because I think this is a good thing that I have a King that will spawn a lot of skeletons that would DPS the E-Giant. While his Dark Prince just, doesn't do much. So I go into my Electro Giant. I thought the Inferno would survive. That's why Electro Giant, but didn't. That's unfortunate. So I just defend here. Easy defense. And somehow the queen still gets a hit. So OP. And I'm gonna just mirror his play. Electro Giant staying lane. And I'm of course gonna go into my ability here just to DPS the Electro Giant. And EQ everything. And then NATO everything as well. Okay, NATO is back. And yeah, pretty good NATO. And probably overspend on this queen. I spent an Electro Giant on it, but I don't think it matters that much. So okay, and then I charge up my king like that, and then going as my Friend Dragon, and going as my ability, DPS down that E-Giant, and then just going another E-Giant at the bridge because I have stuff supporting it. So I'm going with my Friend Dragon here, but somehow the queen just kill my Friend Dragon, so that's how I think. So I'm going with my Tombstone EQs, and I'm going with my Tornado here, and I'm going with my Electro Giant again, probably. Yeah, Electro Giant, and then just going with my Tombstone, and I going with my NATO, so NATO, and then yeah, and then just cycle back to my Tombstone here, and go Tombstone last again, and yeah, we defended, and that's GG. So this match was against Elite Sparky. He got banned, and this is his mini. Yeah, so honestly, I'm not sure how to play the matchup because I just lost to Expo last game since the other Expo had Rocket, and he just Rocket cycled me, of course. And I don't think it's a good matchup at all. So he goes in with Queen. I go Inferno Dragon opposite, just to force out Tesla maybe, and then I can just E-Giant at the bridge, and I just EQ the Tesla. So we had to waste a lot of big stuff. So I just king the queen. Fortunately got some damage, but it's fine. I cycle Barbaro. Probably should have predicted the skeleton, but it doesn't matter. And I go use my EQ here, just to make sure he still have to respond to the Inferno Dragon. And I'm going to use more of my Tombstone, Inferno Dragon, Barbaro the queen. And yeah, fortunately the Tesla targeted my Inferno Dragon. Like I hope he did, so still have to fireball what's good, fireball the Inferno Dragon. Yeah, so just going with my Electro Giant here. And I can go in with my needle. So I'm going with just make sure like I have something down before I go in E-Giant push, because or else he's just gonna Expo punish me. So I'm going defensive E-Giant right here against the queen. And then I just log and EQ the Expo, so really easy. So I go Inferno Dragon in the back because just waste the queen, and then I go use my Electro Giant. That's kind of unlucky how the Electro Giant, like, I don't know. So I just going another Electro Giant, and then I'm going with my quote unquote bobber on the Tesla. I'm not gonna use it because I want to save it. So I'm going with another tree here, and yeah. So I just save my EQ on the tower, and then also cycle like a bunch of E trying on the bridge, and somehow won the game. Yeah, and yeah, that's I'm at like 500 right now, almost. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. And peace. Yeah, you make sure to use this deck. Secretly OP.